Hello everybody, my name is Nicola and welcome back to my channel. This is the Frugal Cottage where we talk all things money to help you on your financial journey. Now today's video is an update on my sinking funds for 2024. So don't forget to like and subscribe and let's get started. So I'm well aware that I haven't done a video in a while, and the simple reason for that is I've been so busy with work and home and renovating a house that every single spare minute of my time at the moment seems to be taken up with something else that's kind of unavoidable, I guess. I'm hoping that once the house is done and we're in and time is more settled, I guess, then I'll be back to regular content. So I apologise for that and thank you for sticking around if you're still here. Today's video is just an update on my sinking funds, how they're looking, but also I might have changed them again and I'll explain why in a second. But if you haven't already liked and subscribed, then please do so because it really helps me out in terms of being able to do this. All of my sinking funds are funded by my side hustles, and as I am not active at the moment particularly, my side hustle income is really small. So thank you for liking and subscribing if you are, and watch the ads and all of that lot. Really do appreciate it. But let's get in. So this is my normal sinking funds binder, the one that I shared at the start of the year with all my new sinking funds in because I'd changed it quite a bit. However, I still am not quite happy with how my setup looks, and so I've had a bit of a tweak of it and create something different that I'm hoping will work for me in terms of making it. It might not look like this is simpler, but for me I think this will simplify one of the ones that I'm finding the hardest to focus on, if nothing else. So I'm going to show you, I've been updating these as and when I've had any kind of spare money, which honestly is not being very often. So I'm firstly going to go through this and then I'm going to explain what the new one is. So watch this space. So, oh yeah, these are new ones that I need to sort out. So there's one for self-care, which I feel like I should have in here, and one for car insurance, again, quite important. They're going to be dealt with later on. I haven't got around to, as you can tell, I haven't got around to putting those in anything yet. So Christmas, I can't remember when I last filmed these in terms of what was in there already. So let's take these out. So Christmas is the starting point. Christmas seems like quite a long way away, so I'm not too worried about this one for now. The Christmas envelope currently has, if I can get that out, currently has it has £40 in the Christmas envelope so far. I guess that's okay. I'm actually going to host Christmas this year in my new house, which is exciting and scary and expensive, so £40 is not going to get me very far at the moment, is it? Birthdays is 0. We haven't got any birthdays kind of during March. There is quite an important one in April, but we'll get there when we get there, I suppose. School related expenses, I think there's just £10 in this at the moment. This is normally for school uniform, which happens in August, and then occasionally, I guess, I have just bought one of them some new school shoes actually, but this hasn't come out of this. They were £48 from Clark's. I like to get them good school shoes because obviously I want them to have like good supports, but they're very active children, so they need really good shoes. However, £48 is quite a lot of money to spend on one pair of shoes that don't actually last them that long really, but £10 is in there for now. So school holidays, how much is in here to begin with? So 20, 30, 40, and actually school holidays, as much as that's been a really good sinking fund for me to have, this is actually the one that's going to change for me, and I'm going to explain once I've gone through all these why that is. So I've taken it out of my binder and I've taken the £40 that currently lives in there, and I will deal with that in a second. So car related expenses has £20 in. Really wouldn't go very far, and like I said, my budget is so tight that all of this is either, some of this is from leftover like weekly spends, and a tiny bit of it has come from Etsy sales or YouTube ad income, or the very kind people that buy me virtual coffees, but it's been very small recently. That's my own fault though, because I can't balance everything apparently. MOT and service has £20 in as well. There's two £10 notes in there. Again, that wouldn't get me very far with an MOT and service. Can you see the theme here? I'm really struggling with sinking funds and how to balance everything. I've not really got into a rhythm of how this all will work in the long term for me yet, which I will get there, I know I will, but it's a very unsettled time still. Repairs, Repairs, there is £30 in the repairs envelope, so there's, again, not much, that wouldn't pay for very much, but I suppose all these things are going to go towards something. So it's better than having zero, isn't it? That's what I'm trying to cling on to at the moment, because I'm struggling with I feel like my foundation of finances is not as strong as it used to be, and so I'm trying to figure out a way forward. But there we go, I'm trying my best. I need to remember that. So repairs is 30, clothes is nothing, medical there's £20 in here because I have a prescription every month. Disney's the one that actually, anytime I've had some spare money, it has gone in here. I can't remember how much it is. I think there's £140 in here. Let's have a look. Because we're going to Disney in May half term. For those of you that don't know, I've saved for that for a long time, and I've finally booked it. I've not paid off the amount, like the balance yet. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that. This is for spending money while we're there, because I know how expensive it is. I've watched lots of Disneyland Paris vlogs and kind of videos on TikTok about it, and I'm well aware that it is expensive even after we've paid for travel and accommodation and tickets. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 190, 200. Oh my gosh, there's more in, oh my gosh, there's £220 in there already. Huh, that's more than I thought. I have been putting every single time I've had any kind of spare notes, it has gone in here. And that is much better than I thought, so that's surprising me actually. So that's a good surprise. I have been looking at how much, even kind of to get things to eat there and things. If you've been to Disneyland Paris and have any tips on how to make this cheaper, we're only going for 3 days. And the transport and the accommodation is ridiculously expensive for me anyway. I know it's not compared to lots of holidays, but for me at the moment it is, and I can't wait to take them. I'm really excited and all of that. But any tips on how to make the actual days there themselves cheaper, please let me know. Beauty, so beauty's a funny one. I've never had a beauty envelope before, but one of my 2024 kind of goals is to take more care of myself, because I tend to put myself right at the bottom of the list in terms of any kind of priority, and I feel like sometimes I need to remember that I need to look after me as well as looking after everybody else and doing everything else and juggling everything. And so I decided this year that I'd have this. Beauty can mean all sorts of things, by the way. I just thought it encompasses quite a lot there, and there's £10 in there for now, which I think I'm going to put it towards a massage, but massages are quite expensive, so £10 is not going to get me one anytime soon. And then Nicola Savings, there's never anything in there. After I've just said how important I am, I'm about to say that this one is the one that doesn't ever get any money in, because everything else needs money in it and I don't have enough as it is. So they're like the normal ones, the ones that I have for ages. I can't wait to go. The normal ones, the ones that are fairly standard, apart from the Disney one obviously. However, I'm just putting these all back because there are a lot when you think about it. And there's a plan. There is a plan in here somewhere. So if I leave that there for a second, I now, ta-da, have a new one. I know I said that it was going to be more simple, and I think actually in the long run this is, but having more of them I feel like doesn't make much sense. However, this is my new one. This is one for the school holidays, and so the reason why I've changed it is that I needed to make it more straightforward, which of course in my mind has then added more things. So first of all, how nice is this yellow? So I'm going to open it up and you will see that I've actually got even more. I know, I will explain why there's even more. So instead of it being just a school holiday, I have now broken them down into which school holidays are which, because in my mind I was having the one envelope for school holidays and emptying it and then replenishing it, and then some school holidays are longer than others. So like the February half term's only 1 week, but then the summer holidays are 6 weeks. And I guess I was getting myself a bit mixed up in terms of what I wanted to do. So one of my big things, and has been for like forever, is the fact that I want to create memories for my children. And that means, unfortunately, most of the time in this world, in this day and age now, means having money to do some things. So I want their school holidays when they're with me to be fun and for them to have stuff to do and whatever. So I have now, so I've got all of the different school holidays. So this is February half term with a like little, what was that on there? Don't know what that was. So this is February half term, and on the back it's got a tracker. So can you see? So it says heart equals and then total saved. So once I've decided how much would be a good amount for February half term, I can, this is also now as well, because get me, this is how snazzy this is now. This, if I can get this out, this is now laminate. I don't know if you can tell that on there. So I can write on this, I can write on the amount in the total and colour in each heart in a Sharpie. And then once February half term is over, which it is, okay, but you know, you get the idea, it will come off with nail varnish remover and I can use it again and again. And so I thought that actually, rather than trying to make things even more complicated and muddled and not working out for me at all, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna change the system, because after all, personal finance is exactly that. And you need to make sure that it works for you. And it wasn't working for me, the system that I had, totally. Everything else seems to work, just not these. So, February half term is hearts, because I thought that was quite cute. The next one then is Easter. So Easter's 2 weeks, isn't it? So this is the Easter holidays one. So there's eggs and bunnies on there, because I thought that was cute. And then again, I've got the icons. Just decide how much each icon is worth, and then the total saved. So the next job for me to do is to look at how much I want to save for each holidays, but that I feel is not as complicated as I've made it to be. May half term, so this May half term is actually different for us because that's when we're going away. However, normally May half term would just be at home, and I liked the little daisies idea for spring. And again on the back I've got little daisies there, and you can decide. So I'm just liking the idea that actually this gives me more of a controlling aspect of what I want to aim for each holiday, because May half term is 1 week, Easter holidays are 2 weeks. They are different lengths, so why I can see why I've had so much trouble in terms of deciding what I should aim for each half term, because it changes. This is a summer holidays one. Look how cute that little ice lolly is. I thought that was really good and nice and colourful. And then on the back, because we all hope for sunshine in the summer holidays, there's just a sun there, and I thought that was really cute. I really like that one. So that's the summer holidays one. And then October, so the kind of the autumn months. I love the autumn time, so I went for kind of like an orangey autumnal leaf theme. And then on the back I've just got pumpkins, a little bat hanging around there, and then pumpkins and pumpkin spice lattes. You know me and my coffee as the little icons there, so I can work that out. Again, all of these are laminated, so I can use them again and again. And then the final one is the Christmas holidays. So the Christmas holidays are 2 weeks, aren't they? These are just really nice little Christmas lights. And then on the back, it's the same idea. I've got a little snowman, just in case it ever snows at Christmas, which it never does. And then little Santa hats, so that I can decide what to aim for. Because again, Christmas holidays tend to be expensive, because it's the things where there's loads of stuff on, or you're travelling to see different family members or whatever. So again, it just gives me, I know this seems more complicated, but actually this gives me a better chance at being organised, in the sense that I can aim for different amounts for different half terms because they're different lengths. I can say there's some left over in February. Once February half term is over, I can then put the leftovers in another holiday envelope and have that again like already in there. And then once they're done, so February half term I don't need because it's been. So although I've put that at the front at the moment because it's the first one, actually I could put that at the back once it's over, so then I can change it so every time the next half term holiday or the next school holiday is the one on the top. So I just think that this system here is going to help me so much in terms of getting my head around how to organise the school holidays as a single parent. So that is my new addition, not totally new obviously, set up to the sinking funds. And because they're laminated in these as well, I can kind of use them again and again. So I'm quite excited to use those, and I went for yellow because it's the holidays, it's happy or supposed to be happy and all that kind of stuff. So that is my sinking funds update for February. I haven't actually added any money in. Oh, so I've got that £40 that I just took out of that other envelope. So this one is no more because it's going to be these, and I'm going to put this in the Easter envelope. but I need to decide how much to aim for first. But yeah, I feel like that's going to help me get around, or get my head around, how I will work the school holidays alongside everything else. And like I said, I haven't got any money to put in them at the moment because there is no spare money at all. I'm literally scraping together money to pay for things in the house at the moment. We're going to be moving in fairly soon, but it is not going to be complete. It's not going to be ready. I have almost run out of money, but it'll be worth it in the end. And I'm going to plod on regardless because we are in the next stage. So let me know what you think about my new school holiday things. Do you think they're going to be useful? I really hope that works. And if anybody wants me to, I can list these on Etsy. I've just made them for me really, but I can if you want me to, if you'd find that useful. So let me know down in the comments what you think. As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will hopefully see you again very soon.